Hey guys, new comic book day for the week of November 9th. If you're watching this video, America didn't implode. So there's that. We're going to get started right now. First up, Detective Comics issue, I don't remember, 944. I've been a fan of Detective Comics since the start of Rebirth, and I did it too. Well, you don't know what I did too, but you'll know later. It's time travel. Wibbly wobbly. It happens. But anyway, Detective Comics has been great. I've been loving how things are going with it. We are in a new arc called The Victim Syndicate, where Batman is kind of battling his demons, because we are dealing with almost a Civil War type situation where his victims are coming back and fighting him. So it's Batman's kind of worst enemy, because it's that guy that you can't punch because if you accidentally killed him or his family or something like that. So we're dealing with that. It's a great series. I highly suggest picking this one up. If you haven't been watching Detective Comics or haven't been reading Detective Comics rather, you should be picking up the series. It is definitely one of the ones that I love from DC's Rebirth series.
Hey, it's Victoria Grace with Ashen Phoenix, and I'm at the comic book store again reviewing. First I have up Invincible Ironman. Should be called Invincible Iron Woman because this time she's a woman because Tony Stark died, and this is
spoilers. Oh, my ears. Sorry.
What? That is not a spoiler.
Actually, it is.
It is.
It really is.
Spoiler alert. He dies.
You can blame Marvel though. It's Marvel's fault because Marvel didn't put things.
Is there
out.
a way to tell the story without giving that away?
No, it's not. But no, that's basically what happened. It's Marvel's fault. It's not your fault.
So, Invincible Iron Woman. I like this book because it is like girl power. So, it's about this little girl, and they're like, oh, she's super smart, and then she ends up being Iron Woman, and you find out what happens with that. Something I didn't like about...
You'll become trouble.
I'm not trouble.
More trouble than she's worth, man.
Wow, that's harsh.
I come here for free.
I'm kidding.
I'm worth $0 here. Something I didn't like about this book is that it jumps around a lot. 1 second she's 12, and then in another slide she turns into like this 20-year-old woman all of a sudden, and then she's like fighting crime as Iron Woman, and then she's back to being like 20. So that was kind of annoying, but it was easy to follow. So mixed review, but I overall liked the book, and I want to keep going with this story.
Hey everybody, Tim from Capes and Scowls, and I'm going to do some reviews for you, and I'm going to start with Mother Panic #1. Maybe it's titled Panic because it's a steamy pile of crap. It is another one of the Young Animal books. It's not the worst idea ever. It is a female vigilante character in Gotham City, interacting with some strange characters, but the art is so bad it's distracting. I found myself just looking for the word balloons and reading them and not really paying attention to any of the art. The art really ruined this book for me. It wasn't awful. It wasn't really for me either, but I just did not like it at all. So there you go.
Next up, Supergirl. It's issue number 3. It's okay, but I'm a fan of the art. The art is beautifully done. If you've been reading before, then you kind of know what's going on. But Argo City is back. Cyborgs are back. We technically have Kryptonians, but we don't really have Kryptonians. And it's this big fight between father and daughter, or kind of father, or pseudo-father, or pretend father. We don't know yet. But if you're following the series and you've been a fan of the series so far, you should pick it up. If you're a fan of the artwork is still beautiful throughout the entire thing. And the writing is solid. So it's up to you. It's a judgment call. I'm going to pick it up because I want to see what happens next month, or in 2 weeks rather. But it's up to you if you like it or not. If you've been a fan of the series, definitely pick this one up because it hasn't gone downhill yet. So grab it.
Second book I reviewed is Violent Love. This one wasn't too good. It was basically about a grandpa telling his kid a story about these two Bonnie and Clyde types, and it has a twist ending that is very obvious. You already know what's going to happen before the book even ends. You don't even have to pick it up because the first page or two, you already know what's going to happen. Don't pick this book up. I don't like it. It wasn't good.
All right, next up from me, you got Avengers 1.1. Why did I pick this book? Because I hate point issues, and I wanted to talk about it. We don't need point issues. If you want to tell me a story about the Avengers involving Cap and a bunch of villains at the time, Hawkeye, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch, you can do that. Call it something else. Make it its own miniseries. I don't want to be forced to buy point issues every month and spend 6 times the money on a story that doesn't mean anything and I don't care about it. This story doesn't mean anything and I don't care about it. It was okay. It was alright. It takes place back in the day, of course, and it involves the Frightful Four, which is kind of fun. It's Trapster, Medusa, Sandman, that other guy. It was okay. But I wish it was just its own thing. If I was a completionist, I would feel compelled to buy this, and I hate that.
All right, guys. Last up, Amazing Spider-Man: Renew Your Vows, issue number 1. It's kind of a disappointing one. I wanted to love this series, and I still might like it, but this follows after Secret Wars. So basically, Renew Your Vows did so well that Marvel, in their infinite wisdom, said, let's just make this into a series because, lazy writing. So we have almost a continuation from the Secret Wars book. If you haven't picked them up, it's actually pretty good. It's a 4-issue series from Secret Wars. I liked it. This one I kind of liked because I cared about the characters. It is what if one more day. It's basically what happens if one more day didn't happen, and a lot of Spider-Man fans would cheer about that because One More Day basically killed the Spider-Verse and really just messed with everything, and it wasn't a great story to begin with, but this basically picks that up. But we're kind of a retcon with what's going on with this world because in the Secret Wars, Regent killed everybody. And this one, not so much. He just kind of held them captive, and we just pretended that they didn't die. I liked it, but I wanted to like it more. It is going to focus a lot more on the Parker family than it is crime fighting. And there's a couple of small stories inside with the main stories that kind of focus on what's going on in this universe. So you're going to have your main storyline, and then you have kind of like a daddy and kid storyline, and then you have an MJ storyline. I don't know how well or how far either of those are going to go other than the main series. But if you're a Spider-Man fan and you're a hardcore Spider-Man fan, then you'll pick this one up. If you're not, it's really not going to pull at you. So only for the die-hard Spider-Man fans. Otherwise, you can pass it.
Okay, last but not least, McCandless and Company. Paul gave me another coloring book. Hated it. So how this book goes is basically it's boring. The whole time they're in the office, half the time this girl is either eating or sleeping with somebody. She's either doing one or the other. There's not really any action. It's basically, if you want to know what happens in this book, just go file your taxes or something, because that's basically what happens. They're in an office, they're doing boring office things, she's eating or sleeping with somebody, and that's it. That's the entire book. I think it's supposed to be like a James Bond with a female lead, but it just didn't work out, and I don't suggest picking this book up.
Alright, and my final book is Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures. Similar to the Batman Ninja Turtle crossover that they just finished, this focuses on the cartoon, the younger cartoons, the 90s Batman and the current Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Now, me not being a fan, I love the Batman cartoon from back in the day. I don't really follow the new Turtles. I don't know, I wasn't enjoying the Turtles as much, but this is a great book for younger readers especially to introduce them to Batman. The Turtles are fine, it's just not for me. The story was pretty solid. It involves the Arkham inmates finding a Krang-style portal that'll take them to Turtles, New York City. And that's where they fight all the Arkham inmates. It has cool cameos at the end. Clayface has a great fight scene in this book. I don't know how long this is going to run. It's okay, but like I said, it's really good for younger readers to get into Batman, especially if all they know is Nickelodeon and Ninja Turtles.
All right, guys, and our trade recommendation for the week. Blackest Night from DC Comics. This may be one of the best stories I've read in a very long time. I loved every bit of this story. I loved the art. I loved everything about it. We were basically picking up, this is a story from 2010, so in the world of comics, not too much has happened. Pretend the last 25 years, the previous 25 years, it really kind of didn't happen. It would happen, we're talking like weeks have gone by. We're dealing with a particularly bad part of DC's history where a lot of the big main guys died. Everybody died. Like, it was kind of rough. And then recapping who died and who didn't die, it started out really rough. But you are dealing with the Green Lantern saga. If you're looking at DC and you happen to see all the red colors and the yellow colors and why everybody having a ring, this is where that kind of came from. This is more of the origin of that. And it made sense. You were dealing with the Black Rings, and the Black Rings are coming to extinguish the entire world. And it's only the Green Lanterns and a dwindling group of superheroes that are left to fight the Blackest Night to turn it into Brightest Day. Also not the greatest one from what I hear. I'll probably review that next week just to see. But from what I hear, it's not as solid as Blackest Night. If you're a Hal Jordan fan, this is a huge one to get. If you're a Barry Allen fan, this one's a very great one to get. If you just like really good storytelling, I highly suggest picking this one up. So, that is this week's giveaway. Whoever wins this week will get a copy of Blackest Night. And I think you'll actually like it because, wow, it is so good. So, as usual, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, subscribe to Capes and Scowls, like this video, and then comment with a recommendation, or just comment. Doesn't really matter. If you like Lucky Charms, go ahead, say whatever you want, just comment. And one win will be chosen at random. And this week's is Don Comic Book Junkie. It's a new guy, but yeah. So all you have to do is send us a message with your address, and also, because last week was a choice, send us with what you want. Do you want Doctor Strange Origins, or do you want the Oath? Let me know, and one of those will be on your way to you. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully gave you something that you like, or something that we might have helped you avoid, or something like that. We will see you guys again next week.